long as, look, as long as they don't share any of the parents, that's fine. Even if she married later on to the uncle, because it is just still an uncle. Okay? So she can marry his son because they did not share the same parent, neither the mom nor the father. Okay? And as far as your first question, kuhl and eyeliner, al-kuhl is the original zina, is the best of adornment and the queen of beauty. So if you'd like to wear eyeliner or kuhl, that can be only home or for your husband. But to wear it outside, this is the greatest kind of zina. Of course, it's attractive, and the purpose of hijab is to cover the zina so that it would not draw the attraction or attract the viewers or people who are not your mahram to look at you. Abu Faisal from the case A.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sheikh, I have actually two questions.
Please.
Okay. First question is regarding mahar. Can a girl ask for mahar such as, for example, living in foreign country, like in Europe, and asking for mahar, a girl that she would like to come to Saudi Arabia for Umrah or Hajj as a mahar, for Umrah in Mecca or Medina, as a dowry?
Yeah.
Okay, this is first question. Second question, can a boy get nikah to a girl without their approval, parents' approval?
The boy?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, what a wonderful dowry and what a wonderful girl. She's the kind of girl whom every Muslim would like to have as a life mate, that she wants her dowry to be performing Umrah or Hajj. Wonderful. Is it valid? Yes, it is valid. Second, can a boy marry without the consent or the approval of his parents? We're talking about validity. Marriage is valid officially, unlike if it is a girl. Without the approval or consent of her guardian is invalid. But is it okay? Is it recommended? Of course not, because these are your parents and you need to please them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered us right after the command of worshiping Allah to be dutiful to one's parents. Because of them, you're there. Because of them, you grow up. Because of them, you're about to get married. It's not only your bones and flesh that is from them and because of them, but the wealth or the money that you are about to get married with. So that's why you have to share with them the decision of choosing your life mate. And if the parents are righteous, they have an insight. It's not personal. It's not out of prejudice that they want a particular girl. So imagine that Ibrahim alayhi salam just visits his son in his absence, and he leaves a message that you need to get rid of your wife. He does not have to wait so that he could see his father or discuss with him, try to convince him, or the father convince him. Rather, once he got the message, immediately he divorced his wife. Of course, we don't have such people where the man is as righteous as any of the companions, let alone like Prophet Abraham. But you need to please your parents. Make sure that marriage is not only about a couple who get married and get isolated and live by themselves. It's rather two families who are merging together. For the marriage to last, make sure everybody is happy. And make dua, may Allah soften their hearts so that they can accept your choice. Wallahu a'lam. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Abdurrahim from United Arab Emirates. Welcome to
Yes,
ask.
I have one question. I wanted to ask you, if you have a brother or a sister that has an illegitimate child, like let's say a boy, and he's getting older and he is going to be reaching puberty, I heard that he's not mahram for you. And I want to know if you cover your face. Do you have to cover your face in front of him, or you can just wear hijab?
Okay.
جزاك
وجزاكم بارك الله فيك. طيب. Abdurrahim, this is a little complicated issue But for now, yes, you should treat him as a non-mahram and cover your face before him if you are already wearing niqab and covering your face before others. The question we've got from Ahmed from Ghana about the zakah. He said that he paid somebody his zakah a year ago. Then he did not tell him, of course, that it was a zakah. So now this guy came a year later and he thought it was a loan and he wants to repay it. If you know that this guy is eligible for the zakah, whether he was eligible at the time or he's still eligible right now, you can tell him that never mind. If he insists, you can ask him to donate the money to another poor person. Wallahu a'lam. Huda from France. I'm sorry for the delay that would not answer a question on time because we answer in the same order that we receive questions. Is there a supplication to help us when we are sad and depressed? Of course, there are plenty of supplications, very beautiful ones. One which says, "O Allah, I seek refuge in you from worries, depression, and grief, debt, loan, and being overwhelmed and overcome by others. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من الهم والحزن والعجز والكسل والجبن والبخل وأعوذ بك من غلبة الدين وقهر الرجال." Another beautiful hadith, اللهم إني عبدك وابن عبدك وابن أمتك ناصيتي بيدك. The hadith. Why I'm taking it short? Because we're running out of time, and these hadith are all present in the book of the Fortress of the Muslim, in the segment of invocations to remove worries and depression. And one of the best supplications in order to fulfill your needs and demands and relieve your worries and grief is sending the peace and the blessings upon the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. To keep saying, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad, kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim, wa barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad, kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim fil alameen, innaka hamidun majid. The last part of At-Tahiyyat, or the Durud Sharif as some like to call it. Khalil from Nigeria, and this is the last question I'm going to answer in brief. Recently, a man was hit by a car while he was crossing the road illegally. Should the driver fast for 60 days? And in undeliberate killing, the person is required to give the diya, the blood money, and to fast for 60 days. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah An-Nisa, وَمَا كَانَ لِمُؤْمِنٍ أَن يَقْتُلَ مُؤْمِنًا إِلَّا خَطَأً وَمَنْ قَتَلَ مُؤْمِنًا خَطَأً فَتَحْرِيرُ رَقَبَةٍ مُؤْمِنَةٍ وَدِيَةٌ مُسَلَّمَةٌ إِلَى أَهْلِهِ إِلَّا أَن يَصَّدَّقُوا. So a combination of two things: freeing a slave neck, we don't have this anymore. Then the next is paying the blood money. Towards the end of the ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, with regards to the blood money, if he fails to do it, فَمَنْ لَمْ يَجِدْ فَصِيَامُ شَهْرَيْنِ مُتَتَابِعَيْنِ, to fast for 2 consecutive months if the person does not have the means to pay the diya or the blood money. Some scholars said if the person was not at fault at all, he was driving on a highway, the speed limit is 120 miles an hour. Then somebody just jumped in front of him, then he's not responsible for that. That's not even accidental killing. The person committed suicide. He threw himself before him, so he's not blameworthy. By that, we come to the end of today's edition of Ask Huda, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive us our shortcomings. Subhanak Allahumma bihamdik. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyyina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Until next time, I leave you in the care of Allah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Allah is my heart's speech. Your mercy is what I beseech.